We have these two paintings by Frederic Leighton, Nanna and Bianca, which were conserved specially for the exhibition The Edwardians, Age of Elegance. Frederic Leighton was one of the most successful, influential artists of the Victorian age. We have a number of works by Frederic Leighton in the Royal Collection, including these two paintings, Nanna and Bianca. Edward, Prince of Wales, the future Edward VII, went on a cultural tour of Rome, aged 17, and during that time he visited a number of artist studios, including Leighton's, and it was in Leighton's studio in Rome that he first saw Nanna. In the journal that Edward kept while he was in Rome, he wrote about how he admired the three beautiful portraits of a Roman woman in different attitudes. Edward admired the portrait. Unfortunately, the painting had already been promised to someone else, Georges de Montbrison. De Montbrison agreed to cede the painting to the Prince of Wales, and Leighton very reluctantly painted a copy, which hangs today at Leighton House. We believe that Nanna was the first independent and significant purchase by Edward, and it set the tone for his future collecting. Nanna hung in the Prince of Wales's rooms at Fruin Hall at the University of Oxford when he studied there, and then the pair were brought together in the King's dressing room at Buckingham Palace. Here they hung amongst an array of Homburg hats and canes. Edward kept them close to him throughout his life and reign. Both paintings have been conserved and treated especially for the exhibition. They were both last conserved in the 1970s. At this point, Nanna was lined, and the varnish that was applied over the years had attracted a level of dirt and dust, and it is this that has been removed to reveal the wonderful textures and colours in this painting. Leighton was in Rome for the winter of 1858 to 59, and here he came across Nanna. Her name was Anna Risi. She was a model, the wife of a shoemaker or a cobbler, and she modelled for other artists in Rome. As you can see from the painting, she has incredibly striking features. She was tall and imposing with these hooded eyes and dark raven hair. Leighton painted her on a number of occasions, and we know that in his studio at that time there were 4 or 5 paintings of Nanna. Prior to the conservation, the canvas had a yellowing surface, and the conservation has really revealed the wonderful white tones in the blouse, the textures, the velvet of this band towards her back, the wonderful delicate ends of this peacock feather fan, the twirling calligraphic signature of Leighton with an L59 on the right-hand side, the wonderful subtleties of the pearls in her dark plaited hair, and the light source which hits her earlobe and just under her chin. Bianca, meaning white in Italian, is also a girl's name. And here we see a young woman in beautiful Renaissance-style costume with her arms crossed. The mood is one of reflection and thoughtfulness and perhaps innocence, which is emphasised by the doves in the top right-hand corner. She's in a world of her own. Recent conservation has revealed these wonderful, soft, silky white and cream tones, the feathers of the dove, and they almost seem to reflect the roses or the flowers in the upper right-hand side, as well as perhaps the soft umbers and the tones that, again, Leighton has used. We don't think they were intended as a pair. They were painted about 3 years apart. Although they are both the same size, they're framed identically. They hang quite naturally together as contrasting styles of beauty, which seem to be sort of epitomized with the motifs that Leighton has used in the corner of the paintings. The peacock feather gives this sense of sort of brooding glamour, while the doves in Bianca give this element of radiance and innocence.